he gets a little momentum
going,
I don't know where he's going, but he might get down the street.
Fuck is he going? Where's he going? Nowhere. Where you going, buddy? Nowhere.
Personally, I think that's what fucking saved my ass, is they haven't heard your guys' prayers. And I just want to say thank you. It means a huge amount to me. But I'd really like you all to really start praying for all the TIs, because I've seen how your prayers work. And there are a lot of people out there who are suffering what I just went through, and they've been doing it a lot longer, and they need your prayers.
Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed about atheists. We're full of
You like
ourselves.
giving hand jobs?
No, sir.
You like getting hand jobs?
Yeah.
All right, well, that makes you a fucking criticizer too. So shut the fuck up.
Every scientist is excited about the March for Science. I'm sure some of the scientists who aren't excited about the March for Science have good reasons for not being excited about the March for Science, but I also know that some of the scientists who aren't excited about the March for Science have fucking terrible reasons for not being excited. For example, Steven Pinker, cognitive scientist and author of such books as The Stuff of Thought and The Better Angels of
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
You don't know what you're talking.
Shut up, that's it.
Shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck
Tonight,
her
America
man.
stands at the crossroads. And as Elijah came to the summit of Mount Carmel to make a declaration, we've come this night to Capitol Hill to declare that our God is not Baal, our God is not Moloch, our God is not government, our God is not money, our God is not power, not pleasure, our God is not political correctness or any other man-made thing. We've come to this hill to declare that there is only one God, and he is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's the God of Israel and of all nations. He alone is the rock upon which this nation has come into existence. And from this high place, we make this declaration. We will not bow down our knees to Baal. We will not bow down our knees to political correctness. We will not bow down our knees to a morality that is as shifting as sand in the wind. We will not bow down our knees to the laws and precepts of rebellion or the sacred cows of moral apostasy. We will not bow down our knees to the idols of man. We will not bow down to Baal. We will bow down our knees only to the Lord our God, come what may, and we will have no other gods before him. For some trust in chariots, some trust in princes, some trust in Supreme Courts, some trust in White Houses, some trust in governments, some trust in Wall Street, some trust in powers, and some trust in idols. But we will trust in the name of the Lord our God, in the name above all names, above all kings, above all powers. We will trust in the only name given by which we can be saved. We will trust in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords, the Judge of all judges, the light of the world, the glory of Israel, the foundation stone upon which this nation came into existence, and the only answer, the only chance, and the only hope that America has, that it might once again shine with the light of the fire of the presence of the glory of the living God and not go to hell. So help us God. Thank you.
As you can see, Brett has unfortunately succumbed to YouTubeicide, and I think it's for the best. I mean, what he feels like he should do is obviously the best thing for him to do. If he feels like he doesn't want to be on YouTube, that's great. I support him. I gotta understand, the YouTube is not a nice place. It's a kind of a nasty place to be. It's a disgusting place. It's filth, but you gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting the struggle. And I put out videos all the time. I constantly upload videos about God and Judaism, and do I get support? Not really. Not a lot of support. Not really much comes from it.
Today, we're going to be talking about what exactly atheism is, because it just got more confusing. Apparently, there's more than one definition for the word. Not the lack of a belief of all gods no more. Now atheism is the lack of a belief in supernatural gods. So that does mean that an atheist can worship a god. And I'm going to prove it here a little bit later. So let's talk about the supernatural gods that are out there. There's a God of the Bible. There's a God of Islam that's supposed to be supernatural. As a Christian, I don't believe that, but you got the God of the Bible, you got the God of Islam, you got the God of Judaism, and you have these other supernatural deities out there that we have this followers and practitioners and whatnot. Can't see them, you can't taste them, you can't touch them unless they make themselves come to you in a physical form, much like what Jesus did when he became a man. But there are other religions out there, and we're going to talk about them today, where people worship a god, but it's not the God of the Bible, and they're not supernatural gods. They're naturalistic. You can touch them, you can taste them, and you can basically test them with your five senses. Okay, but apparently you can be an atheist if you believe those gods, but you're not an atheist if you believe in supernatural gods. See, the atheists here are giving us mixed signals, and they're being intellectually dishonest to their own demise. And I think it's embarrassing, honestly, because let's say I lost my faith tomorrow, right? And I wanted to know what the definition of atheist was, right? And I start saying, well, Matt Dillahunty, you're wrong. The definition of atheism, because Steve McCrae told me that the definition of atheism is the lack of belief in supernatural gods. But I can worship Thor, and I can worship myself. And wait a minute, you worship yourself, and how are you an atheist? You understand what I'm saying? So when you talk to people who take this seriously and aren't joking around and dancing and wasting people's time, they're going to question your sanity at that point. So today, I want to talk about some of these other religions that are out there where people worship gods that are not defined the same way as as the God of the Bible. And I want to do this in response to that abomination that happened on the other channel that
Let